Hey everybody, welcome back to Ox Talks. It's Saturday, June 13th, 2024. Appreciate you guys tuning in today. Probably posted a little bit earlier your time because yes, I am in Paris. I came over about a day and a half ago after I finished my trial, and I wanted to let you guys know I've been updating you as we go. The results of the trial were excellent. The jury did come back with a defense verdict, which means that they found in favor of my client. Very happy about that result, put in a lot of time on that. So I just wanted to give you the update. Hopped on a plane, 10 and a half hour flight over here to Paris, got in yesterday overnight, a little jet lagged. So we're here and we're going to do several nights here, and then we're going to pop over into Italy. I'll be updating you guys as we go through that. We're going to hit 3 different cities. So I did tell you that there'd be a destination, and so here we are. I'm sitting down in the lobby of my hotel here, so we might get some foot traffic behind me. We might get some French speakers and some other patrons here of the establishment as I'm recording this video. But I wanted to check in, say hello, and let you know what's going on. I wanted to give Edwin Weber, a shout out, Edwin Weber 8104. I posted early on today, early for you guys. We are 6 hours ahead of you if you're on the East Coast, and we're 9 hours ahead of you if you are on the West Coast. So I posted a photograph I took the mid-morning today, my time, and I was up at the Arc de Triomphe, and I was at the top. You can actually get a pass to go up and walk up a bunch of stairs to the very top, and they have an open air terrace at the very top of the Arc de Triomphe, and you can get a 360-degree view of the entire city of Paris. It's unbelievable. So I took a picture facing towards the Eiffel Tower, and I posted that and said, if anybody can guess where I'm standing when I took this picture, let me know. And Edwin, I'm assuming that's your name, Edwin, so good job on that. Edwin's obviously been here before. Let's talk about some news that I wasn't able to bring to you guys last week. And yes, I guess it's old news in the way the news cycle works, but it's still relevant. And so if you didn't hear about this, I wanted to share it with you. And it's the inflation report. Both the CPI numbers that came out on Thursday, which sent the stock market roaring, sent gold up $47, $48 an ounce, sent silver up 80 cents an ounce, I believe. Silver closed on Thursday over $31, gold closed over $24, and gold held $24 an ounce at the close on Friday, which I thought was impressive. So let me talk about CPI numbers came out on Thursday. CPI came out lower than expected, which sent the markets just on a terror. So CPI came in at minus 0.1%, which was lower than the expected minus 2%. Excuse me, the expected was plus 0.01%, and it came in at minus 0.1%. So it beat the expectations to the downside, which is, according to those numbers, a positive thing. 12-month CPI inflation ratio fell to 3%, it says, so from Zero Hedge, by the way, on Thursday. Fell from 3% to 3% from 3.3% in May. So that was lower than May, right? The markets were looking for lower, not higher. 12-month CPI inflation rate fell, that was the 12-month rate, fell to 3% from 3.3%. And core CPI, that excludes the food and energy, which I don't understand that metric because that's what we're all getting destroyed on right now is food, energy, insurance costs. But ex food and energy, core CPI rose 0.1%. That was still a little bit shy, a little bit cooler of the plus 0.2%, which was forecasted. And core CPI was 3.3% for the 12-month, and that was cooler than the 3.5% as expected. So again, core CPI also falling a bit. It says it was the smallest core CPI increase since January 2021. So you're thinking, okay, the Fed's looking at that, and right away everyone's out job owning, saying we're looking at 3 rate cuts starting this year. Or 3 rate cuts this year. That's all back on the table. Markets and metals rallied big. So let's talk about then on Friday. Friday, a little different story came out, and that was the Producer Price Index. That was the PPI. And June expected PPI was plus 0.1%. But the headline PPI printed hotter than that, higher at plus 0.2%, and was, again, and also it says May was revised higher. It just pushed the year-over-year print of PPI to plus 2.6%, above the 2.3% increase expected. All right, so producer price indexes are coming in a bit hotter, whereas CPI was a bit of an outlier, if you will, or at least it was inconsistent with the CPI number. Highest PPI says since March 2023, okay? And core PPI plus 0.4%, that was double what was expected. They projected or expected core PPI to be at plus 0.2%. And it says the jump in the PPI was a result of a resurgence in services costs. So is that going to change the narrative for the Fed and what the Fed's going to do? The markets are obviously playing on this right now. I think the markets are also playing an expected result in November, probably for Trump. And so is that starting to be figured into the markets? We'll have to see. But certainly CPI numbers, the official numbers, which we always have to, of course, question, came in better than expected. All right. Let's talk about an item of food that has skyrocketed in the last month or so, and that is the cost of ground beef. Now, many of you, and comment below, many people, when the cost of steaks gets too much, it just gets too much to go buy even a sirloin, let alone a filet or a New York or a ribeye. And of course, you're talking about buying choice versus buying, prime beef. Prime beef is, $38, $40 a pound now. But let's talk about, people revert, right? Or they go back and they say, well, we'll just do ground beef for a while. We'll just go and we'll just do burger patties, things like that. We'll do ground beef. Here's the story on ground beef. Monthly retail ground beef prices just recorded their most significant increase since early 2020. All right, and that's the most. It's a monstrous increase. I'll share the number with you in a second. But what was happening in March of 2020, early 2020, was that a lot of the meat packing plants, right, and meat production plants were shuttering their businesses. They were closing down plants because we had the pandemic underway, and so across the country we had plants shuttering. Of course, so that sent prices skyrocketing. We have prices of ground beef now at a level higher than it was going back more than 4 years ago. Let me share the number with you. Ground beef price rose in June 6.29%. And that's the largest since May of 2020. So again, I'd like to hear your comments. Are you guys doing ground beef? Are you trying to substitute in ground turkey? Are you eliminating meats and going to more vegetable stuff? Or, what are you doing? Are we going to be reverting to rice and beans here soon instead of any kind of protein? It's very, very scary what's happening right now. And, we know that food costs are going up. We know insurance costs are going up. We know energy costs are going up. We've got to wonder what the metric is on this CPI when you start, stripping out the things that actually matter to all of us every day to pay for our necessities and put food on the table, okay? So I wanted to share that with you. I did get my workout in this morning. There is a very small little facility here at this quaint little hotel we are at downtown Paris. The service is phenomenal. And so what you do here is you reserve a facility for an hour or two or whatever it is for yourself, and you go in there, use the equipment. There's a sauna and such. I did that this morning. I'm getting up in the morning early now that I'm not as jet lagged the last day. Got my sleep corrected last night, getting the workout in. So if you're on vacation, it's no excuse not to get your stuff done, guys. No excuse to just go and power all the bad food. Yes, you want to sample foods from where you're at or wherever you are and enjoy yourself. Got it? You have to live your life. I've got some comments already on that this morning. I'm sure I'll get a lot more from people saying, well, you're out spending money, you're not doing what you preach. End of the day is this. If you're able to do this, sorry, I got a little gnat flying around. If you're able to take a vacation, if you've made smart decisions financially, if you have your reserve, if you've got your preps, if you're not going into debt to do this stuff, which we are not, then, my take is you have to get out and experience life a little bit. And so again, I'm not preaching to anybody. I'm just telling you that that is my perspective. I have been, as you all know, I do share on this channel my work, what's going on. It's been a stressful year, frankly. A lot of stuff happening. I'm trying to find a way now, truly, and I've shared this also, and we'll do this on the live stream as well, of just transitioning away from this law. Maybe just keep a few transactional type cases, but get the hell out of this litigation stuff. That jury trial I just went through, although the result was fantastic, I'm just not feeling that stuff anymore with the level of prep, level of stress, and all the other stuff behind the scenes I can't really share relative to my profession. That I'm not feeling that as much now. So anyway, I'm looking to just take some time as we go, enjoy family. I still regret every day that I've worked too much on the years when my kids were younger, and they're getting to the point now where in the coming few years they're not going to want to do this stuff anymore with the family. So we're gonna do this while we can with the family, while everybody's healthy, while everybody has the ability to do it, and we're financially able to do it. So we're here in Paris for about 5 days. And we have a bunch of stuff lined up, some fun activities, and then we are going to, I think our first stop is going to be in Venice for 5 days. So I'll be reporting in from there. The shows will be a bit sporadic for the next couple of weeks. We're going to start the live show segment that I talked about the other day. We're going to start that probably early August, okay? So I can get back to the regular schedule, and then I'll get those shows going. I appreciate everybody's feedback on that. We're gonna start that and work it into the regular scheduled stuff as well, and see if the response is good. And if it is, I'll keep going with it, all right? Again, let's please share the videos. Please, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I appreciate you guys subscribing. We are growing the channel. The numbers are growing, and I'm really appreciative of every one of you for watching, putting some confidence in me and some faith in me that I can maybe share something, impart something that I know about, or that I've learned, or my perception of something as a business owner, as a professional, as a father, husband, all those things. So again, appreciate all of you very much. I'll leave it about 13 minutes today. Hopefully I'll be able to get another video or two up here from Paris. I'd like to do kind of a walk around, maybe downtown, for those of you that have not been here before, experienced it. The architecture, I will say this, is truly amazing. In the United States, we don't truly, I don't think, appreciate that. This stuff goes back to the 1800s. And they stamp a lot of the buildings with when these buildings were put up. And it's truly amazing, the detail and the spectacularity, if that's a word, of these structures. Last night we went to the Paris catacombs. If you want to look up that was something I didn't expect. I didn't quite understand what I was getting into there. Amazing. But if you want to look at the Paris catacombs, look at some of those, the history on that and what it was. And they buried their dead in these catacombs, and it's I'll tell you, it's crazy. But it's good to get out and experience some different things. I think, guys, as we go through this journey, we have to be prepared. We have to be smart. We have to not let our guard down. But if you can do all that, and you can also at the same time, take some time with family, friends, loved ones to enjoy some new experiences, I'm all for it. Again, appreciate each and every one of you. Share the videos as far and wide as you can. I'm going to be back checking in soon from Paris, probably in a day or so. Have a great evening. Bye.